For this cool down, we start in Thunderbolt pose. Dropping the right hand, we lift and lengthen through the left. We lean overhead to the opposite side. Gaze lifting here, opening the side body. Breath steady and smooth. Coming up, we release the left hand, take the right arm, lift it, extend the right leg, and then reach the right arm overhead for a side body stretch in our supported side plank. Left hand rooted, gaze lifted, pressing down through the right foot. Again, breath steady. We rise up, release to the hips, take the leg in front, butterflying into the leg. Right leg stays long. We slide the right arm down. We reach the left arm overhead like we want to grab that foot with the left hand. Gaze is lifted here. We find our Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. Breathe. Lifting up. We're going to twist over the butterflied leg, drawing the left shoulder back, chest broad, breathing. We rotate forward, bringing our left leg in front, sweeping the right leg back nice and long, resituating the body to prep for our pigeon pose. Chest lifts, active pigeon. Perhaps we release to the forearms. Gaze down. Or maybe we extend the arms all the way forward, releasing the head down to surface. Sleeping swan or pigeon pose with a nice fold. Again, mindful of the breath, mindful of the low back, mindful of the right hip, careful with the front knee. Lifting the head, we take the gaze forward and crawl the hands back up towards the front knee, tucking into the back toes. We're going to step the front leg back, lift the hips, and come into a downward facing dog. Pedal the legs here if need be. Checking in. Releasing safely to the knees, coming back into our Thunderbolt pose. Hands at the lap, check in. Releasing the left hand, the right arm reaches overhead, big side body stretch. Again, listening to the neck, perhaps the gaze lifts as well. Breathing into the armpit a bit. Gaze steady. Rising back up. Releasing to the right hand, beginning to lift the hips, extend the left leg out, taking the left arm up, reaching it overhead. Huge side body stretch here. Again, this is our supported side plank, but we're opening up that side body a little more. Rooted fingers, right hand nice and firm. Left armpit big, open. Come up safely, slowly. We butterfly into the right leg now, lengthening the left leg long away from us. Left hand down to the shin bone or the ankle, right arm rainbows overhead, as if we could grab that opposite foot with the lifted hand. Again, gaze can reach upward here, mindful of the neck, mindful of the low back. Rising up. Once again, we're going to step our arm behind, come towards the butterflied leg, twisting open to the opposite side. Breathe, right shoulder drawn back, neck safe. Rotating forward, we take the right leg out in front, sweeping the left leg back. We're prepping for our pigeon pose here. Again, maybe we keep this active. Chest up, low back, big stretch. Maybe we lean forward, release to the forearms. Perhaps, if it's available to us, we extend the arms all the way forward, releasing our head down to surface. If the head doesn't want to find the mat or floor, remember you can always use block, blanket, or you can stack forearms or hands beneath the forehead. Here we're mindful of the left hip, breath steady, bringing a couple down to the low back. Melting where you can melt. Eventually lifting the head, gaze forward, I crawl my hands back up towards the bent knee. Tucking into the back toes, I'm going to lift into one final downward facing dog. Safely releasing the knees one final time. They go wide, big toes touch. I sink the hips back towards the heels, extend the arms forward. And here I'm going to release it all in my child's pose. Dropping armpits, chest, front ribs, pelvis, the hips sinking down. I reconnect with breath, reconnect with body. Hands may be softened. Noticing how I feel.